Forest Energy drink. Hey everybody, Sean, William, how y'all doing? Trying to find my special bottle of happiness. I found it. All right, let the party begin. Hey Pete, good to see you. Very nice. Ooh, I can see your words up here too. Hey Peter B, welcome. All right, we're going to figure out something to talk about. I haven't got any new knives in since Friday. I don't have anything exciting to show you, so I'm just going to bring out some old exciting stuff. Talk about Pifmas and what's coming up with that a little bit. And then play you a sad country song. No, I won't play you a sad country song. But we will talk about some different things. So I'm going to look around here. Let's just talk about Pifmas real quick. Or we can talk about Chad's dog. Hey, David, welcome. All right. Big Heads David's in the house. Oh, Pifmas. We still need shipping. So if y'all are thinking about sending stuff in for Pifmas, we're good for stuff. We're tight on shipping. Right now, as it stands for the Pifmas list, we're going to need about at least $1,600 in shipping. And we're floating probably around the $550 range. So if y'all have any extra change that y'all want to put in for Pifmas, it is getting to that point where we need it, because I got about a month before I start shipping off the Pifmas boxes. And as it stands right now, it's going to be a drawing kind of thing, which will kind of bite for Pifmas. Have to do a drawing. I mean, everybody on the list will get something eventually, especially next year. But as far as Pifmas goes, we're going to be a little tight on the shipping. So we'll see how that goes. I know a lot of people are talking about piffles and stuff, but even with piffles, you know, the stuff that we have to raffle is a little bit limited. So just wanted to put that out there for Pifmas, you know, to get that going and put that in y'all's heads. I might do a video on that. I know there's only a few of y'all that show up for the live, so I hate the last few months, last 6 to 8 months, I've kind of been keeping all the Piff news inside of here, so maybe that's what's hurting us. But I might do a video to get some Piff shipping coming this way, and do it that way. So, but I mean, it'd be good either way. I mean, even if we just keep with what we got, we'll still send out, you know, close to 100 boxes. It won't be the 500 we sent out last year or so, but oh yeah, we're full on items, Pete. We're good for items, especially for the list we have. But we just kind of need dinero. Hey Tom, welcome. Good to see you. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna try to get like 5 Pifmas boxes loaded every day for the next month, and that should catch me up and not put too much pressure on my wife like last year, where she went into Terminator mode, and I woke up from a nap one day and they were almost all done, which was awesome. But we have, like I said, we kind of have everything we need. We've got all the lollipops, all the gear, all the knives that we can use right now. But I was wanting to, you know, I talked about opening the Pifmas list again for the sign-ups, but as it stands, there's no point in doing that if we're not going to be able to cover the shipping as it is right now. And that's not on anybody. I'm not upset or anything. I haven't really been pushing Piff as much as I used to, and it just kind of suffered a little bit from that, as far as everybody on the regular watching list not being as involved. But we'll get it back around and see what I can do in the next couple weeks or so to get that going. The 8010 I'm selling for $100. I mean, $24, $124. So it cost me $108, and then it was like $10 or something tax, and then I'm just gonna pay for that plus the shipping to you all. Hasn't even been open, so it's brand new, $124. Hey Bruce, welcome. Good to see you. Hey Christopher, good to see you. Yeah, I'll post the Patreon in the Facebook group again, and I will. Man, it's good. I've been so busy. I know it sounds stupid. Y'all are busy too, but I've just been so busy. I've been wanting to do some knife sales and piffles and waffles and raffles and whatnot. I just can't seem to find the moment to do it, but I'll get it done. The Guardian Tactical, selling that for $208. It's brand new. I haven't carried it or anything. It's a pretty good deal on that too. Yeah, the tax, John, is, it saved me on a couple sales. I had a big old cart full somewhere, and then the tax just punched me right in the nose, and it just saved me. I don't know why. I'd have to pay tax here too, so. But that's just the way it is. The cost to ship one piff box is right at $8. I think it's $7.89 or $7.92, some off number or something like that. But it's right at $8, so I just kind of round it up to $8 when I do all the math, because I don't have those Rain Man capabilities of doing 200 times $7.92. But I mean, we have a lot of good stuff, especially with the smaller piff list this year. Everybody should be getting a really cool box. Last year we didn't. Everybody got a good box last year, but kind of at the end we're like, oh, 6 of these is equal to 1 of those is equal to 2 of these. But this year it shouldn't be like that. Too bad. Who is texting me during the show? Where's my assistant? Oh, well, thank you. Actually, that was the PayPal notes. Excellent. Fantastic. No, I know. I'm just messing with you, Pete. Thank you. That's awesome. All right. I don't know if I was thinking about what my uncle came by the other day. He's always jabbing at me about my knives and stuff, and wanted to see the new stuff I got in. He was asking me what my favorite knife is, and he always, for a long time it's been my Demkos, my 5 Max and my 8012. But I think my chopper has taken the place of one of the top 3. Man, I need another one of these just so I can mangle this one, just so I can go out and chop stuff for fun. If you guys aren't doing any chopping, you should get a chopper. You don't have to get this one. This one's pretty expensive just for fun chopping, but get a chopper. You can get, let's see, where is that? Oh, I'm going to break my guitar just to show you my chopper. Get a fun chopper. Just get out there and beat up stuff. So yeah, I think this is one of my favorites. This has got to be in the top 3. Probably like my 5 Max, then my 8012, and then this. This might have taken over that Damascus 8010. I love this knife. This thing is just beyond even competition, man. This thing is something else. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I love this knife. This is kind of like something I want to keep collecting. I want to collect more choppers. I want choppers from all the big chopper makers. Gotta find out, like, I need a Rooster Fish chopper, and I need a Donovan chopper, and then I need a Carruthers chopper. I need all of them. But that means I got to sell a bunch of stuff too. But before you can get all those, if you can't get all those, this thing's awesome too. This is fun. This is cool. Get out there, practice your form, do some sideways mangle chopping, and then not too bad to resharpen. Yeah, get to the chopper. Get you a chopper. Get a Big Chris chopper. This, I think this is 4V, and then this, I think this is 1075 on the Condor choppers. It's not going to hold up for a whole bunch of beating, but you can get a lot of good swings in, get your joints all where they need to be, and muscles and tendons all tightened, and it'll still help you. It'll still help you with your form and technique, and that way you got to gank up your good chopper all the time. And it's pretty close. I know a lot of people are talking about muscle memory and whatnot, but it's close enough to where it's not going to mess you up too bad. Now, if I was world class like one of our watchers is, it might make a difference. But right now, I'm just kind of like out there flailing, just flailing. I'm kind of like the Tex Cobb of competition choppers. I'm just out there flailing and not getting knocked out just yet. So, not a lot of technique, not a lot of Muhammad Ali in me. More of a tough man competition as opposed to an actual boxer. Yeah, I do want to win the lotto. Yeah, I need to win the lotto to. This thing is crazy. 4V is insane for a steel. I've been to 2 competitions and a ton of practice, and all I've done is strop this thing, and it's just insanely sharp. It'll still shave you. 4V is crazy. I'm getting to the point where I'm afraid to sharpen this. I might have to tape a $100 bill to this and send it back to Big Chris and see if he'll sharpen it for me, because I don't know if as tough as that is, I don't know what I'll be able to do to it. But man, it's awesome. 4V is something. I don't know the difference between 4V and 3V, but that 1V doing some damage. I've been not desiring a new rifle for a while, probably because I bought that gun. Oh yeah, you've had to shut down that part of your brain. It's like when you lose one sense and the other ones get keener. So yeah, did it come in yet? Oh, it's not ready yet. Okay, I just read that. I've earned cars that cost less than your new pew. Yeah. Hey Mythgard, welcome back. What do you used to strop with? I just I bought I think I have it here. Knives Plus strop a while back. And that's all I do. I just strop with that. It works really, really well. It's a great strop. I think they want $25 preloaded with all the green stuff. And it works really well to get that super edge back on there. Yeah, Peter P, the Tasmanian chopper. That's me. Just chop like a great white each. Just roll my eyes back and just start flailing. Need a convex on this guy. I don't know. Whatever Big Chris did to it, you know, he's up there in the top tier. So whatever he did to it, I got to figure out how to do it again. So. Hey, Benny Bust Down, welcome. I just gifted a knife for the first time last week. That's cool. It's always nice to give stuff away. Can you see my AD12? Oh. All right, I'm gonna give myself a countdown of trying to find it. Let's start like at 20, 19, 18, 17. 16. I don't want to keep the show going. 15, 14. I really want to show it to you. 13. Aha! 12. Got it. All right. There we go. Here's my AD12. Check this out. There we go. This might be my favorite knife that I own. This might be the last one I ever sell. This is I think this is it. This is without a doubt. Just a great knife. So there you go. AD12, Andrew Dimko. Not very many of these out there. So, pretty cool. I forget the steel on it. I want to say it's M390, but I'm not positive. I have to look back in my records to see what it is. Yeah, this was really cool. I never thought I'd see one for sale. And then it showed up for sale, and then somebody alerted me, and I had all that heartbeat, you know, am I going to get there fast enough? I'm typing, the guy's not answering me, I'm just retyping emails. So yeah. Yeah, it was an extra 100 M on there. He slapped another 100 M in there. So it's M490. That's why it's rare. But look, it's got that little brass pivot with this, you can't see on this blurry camera, but it's got his name on there. So I don't know. I think they should make this again. This is a great knife. I like the way the handle kind of cants down like that. Kind of like on the Big Chris chopper, which really helps me in chopping because I'm short. So it's got a little bit of a cut down there instead of like straight across like that. Now for the taller guys, you don't need that. But for, you know, the munchkin people, you kind of need that, especially on like the rope that you got to cut. And the dowel, and that dowel, I'm just always happy to get through the dowel. I don't even worry. I just, like I said, just roll my head back and howl at the moon and just start chopping. I just want to see the dowel go flying. I don't even care about the tape right now. Bet you can find the Momo in under 6, 4, 3. The Momo. Christine came in. Did I say hi to Christine? Hi, Christine. Welcome. Welcome to the Hall of Presidents. All right. So, there we go. This is a great knife. I love this knife. And I'd love this knife even if it wasn't a Demko. If they made a production one of these, somebody ought to talk to the Thompsons. I mean, the 10. Look at how the 10 just blew up. I just need to make a 12. The 12 would be even better because they're not making custom 12s anymore. They're still making they're kind of making the custom 10s and the 80-15s. But if they put that 12, they'd be making money on the 12 that they're not making. If that makes sense. So they could use that 12 and just make a ton of money, I think. That's a great, great design on that knife. Yeah, try to wear choppers. Go crazy. And I'm just happy to get through things. Maybe someday I'll be good enough to be like, I didn't get the straw, you know, and I want to get the straw. And I'm not saying that I don't want to be good. It's just right now I don't want to look stupid. And so now that I've kind of gotten past the looking stupid phase, I'm working on the getting better phase. I didn't want to get up there, tumble over my shoelaces and, get the pat on the head and, they hand you a cherry popsicle because you did a good job. I don't want to be that guy. So now I'm kind of out of that phase. I've been working on my different things. Yeah, Nate, I think that would be cool. Like a 75%, 80-10. Kind of like a mini, not quite the mini lawman size, but like a mini AK-47 size. Something like that. Yeah, David. Listen to David. He came in 5th in the Worlds. David Moore. If y'all don't know, look at the chat. David Moore. He came in 5th in the Worlds last year at the competition there at Blade Show. So if he says straw is the hardest cut, he knows. And that's pretty much what I've heard across the board, even from all the top guys. And, of course, us goofy lower dudes. The straw just makes you look silly when you don't want to look silly. Yeah, the Gold Star Spirit. Oh, here's a stamp for your hand with a smiley face. When did you sit over there with your popsicle? Yeah, that's who we got in here, Sean. He's 5th place in the world. He's a beast. You gotta go check out I posted one of his videos on my Facebook page. But yeah, look him up. He's very angry. He's super angry at 2x4s, and he takes it out on them. 2x4s hurt him as a child. I won't get into the story right now, but apparently there was something there at the 2x4 because he's very angry at them. Yeah, and you know what's cool? That was his first year. He's just now getting into his 2nd year of competition. So he's like gifted. He's the natural. He's like Robert Redford of chopping competitions. It is against the rules to swing up with the straws. I don't know. I think you can swing any way you want to at the straws. You just have to cut between the tip and the wrinkly part on the bendy straw. So I think you can take swings. You get one swing per straw. But I don't think you have to actually swing down. I don't know for sure, though. David probably knows more about that than I do. Oh, yeah. I guess John's right. Kind of like that. The 80-10, 75% is kind of like the Ultimate Hunter. Without the liners and stuff. He's just mad that they aren't 2x4s. He wants the exact what he paid for. Oh, David. Natural. One of my top 10 favorite movies. Definitely. Love that movie. It's one of those movies you have to watch if you're scrolling through. So yeah, that's a great flick. You know, Eddie, that would be cool. I would love a production Momo. I think that would be so cool. Like I said, once the channel gets maybe a little bit bigger, if we ever get to that point, we can just say, hey, look, I got this many people that want a Momo. I don't know how many I had to have, like, pre-sell to get it done, but that would be cool. It would be a useful knife too. If I could pass this around, this wasn't a one-off. It feels really good from this position. It feels really good from this position. And if it was a full tang instead of just what it is, it would be very sturdy, and it gives you lots of leverage. What knife did I just have that had all that? Yeah, it's kind of like the way that the Ashley game knife. I'm not putting it up there with it, but how it gives you this like push leverage. But the thing with this is the handle's a little bit thicker, so it fills you up a little bit better. So it's not going to roll out of your hand. I mean, holy heck. Just about did it. Just about grabbed me some big crisp blood. All right. I'm going to probably stop smoking the wacky weed before my show. Goose Fraba, come back down. All right, I'm back. So yeah, that would be really, really cool. Yeah, that was scary. I think I took off some of my fingerprint there. Just about did it. Whew, man, knife. All right, here. I'm going to make it easier on myself. Put this. They're going to be looking at me extra close next time I go to a competition. Then I go into Momo mode. So I got to be careful there. All right, let's see what else we got to talk about. We talked about Pithmas. Talked about chopping. Oh, I have a huge secret. Should I tell you now? Or should I do a huge video? It's not really a huge video secret. I'm going to tell you my secret. Not this week, but next week. Yeah, Eddie, you're right. The Momo has a lot of handle girth on this thing. And if this thing was, like I said, if this wasn't just a epoxy lockback, which is all it is, it would be awesome. I would love to have a knife like this. Birdshot gets a Swiss Classic and Jimislash gets a book. Boker Momo would be awesome. I wouldn't even want any money from it. I just want a Boker Momo. That would be so cool. A legacy knife. Secret. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Back with the secret. Next week, I'm going to a knife making course, a class, not a course, a class. So I'm going to start learning. I'm going to learn how to take a basic clay, I'm going to take an English course first, and then I'm going to take a knife making course, a knife making class. So I'm taking a knife. Hey, good night, Peter B. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to take a knife making class next week and learn how to make knives. and maybe start making some here and there on the side. Get me a little setup over here, and I don't know. I think that'd be fun. I'm going to take ESL at the community college first, then I'm going to take knives. It will help me with the teacher. It's just going to be fixed blades at first, Mythgard, then see how, if I can do okay at that, I might take the guy's folder class eventually. But, I got to see how well I do. I might just be all thumbs and end up making really, really pretty pieces of metal that have no edge on them or something. But we're going to see. I just wanted to try it. I've been wanting to try it for a while. I actually signed up a couple years ago and had all the stuff filled out, and then Harvey came through and kind of sidetracked me there, and I got sidetracked a little bit last year and then sidetracked earlier this year. You know how it goes when you get older. You're always like, as soon as this happens, I'm going to do this. And then I just realized, I better start doing that because none of that other stuff is happening. Just stock removal, Mythgard. Stock removal is what I'll be doing. The class is in... I was going to say Bastrop, but that's where the chopping competition. It was in New Braunfels, Texas. That's over kind of like near San Antonio. I'm going to do blacksmith removal. I will have no competition. Marcus, I was wondering the same thing. I thought maybe you were Chad's secret other account, but I guess not. We are brothers. Alright, so that's been my big secret, and that's what I was trying to sell some knives for this week. If I can ever get that thing, that knife sale thing up, and get that going. It's hard to put up a knife sale sometimes, though, because I see a lot of people selling knives, and I don't want to compete with them either. So I might just keep it to YouTube. We can't trade. I want that. We got to figure out a trade for that loco. Since you brought it up. Oh, man. I've been drooling at that loco all day long. I bet blacksmithing would be relaxing. It'd just be a little bit harder for me to blacksmith in the neighborhood than, I guess, grind. I don't know. Man, you gotta be a beast, too, to blacksmith. Some monster forearms and just hand. You have to have arms like David. Just big, humongous hands. He has like blacksmith arms and hands. I don't know if he's blacksmithing, but he definitely has the starter kit for it. Ginormous forearms and hands. Here's the blacksmith starter kit. Now all I need is like a leather apron and he's good to go, and a humongous oversized hammer. And he would be good to go on that. He needs a leather apron. The really cool boots and the scowl. If you ever watch him chop, he's got the scowl down. So, even though he's not angry, dude. But he's got the anger at the competition. Maybe the secret family my dad had. That's wrong. So yeah, I'll be stock removal and not blacksmithing. I don't know if I ever get into blacksmithing. I like. A lot of people don't like being around heat. I like being around heat. I like being around, like, lots of heat. So that wouldn't, I know I say it won't bother me when you see the guys sweating and stuff, but I don't mind all that. It's just, I don't know if my old joints could take the hammering anymore. Yeah, Sean, if I could suck some of your youthful energy, I would definitely trade you some knives for it. Pete is right. That is invaluable stuff you have, sir. I have not seen the video with the 4MAX Scout. I don't know what that is. Make sure to wear something over your face while grinding. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he'll give me instructions and stuff on what to wear. He's pretty old, so he's been doing it a while. If he's survived, I'm sure he's been doing it the right way. Real men breathe metal dust and spit out nails. Yeah. I was at arm wrestling the other day, and guys were talking about being welders. And one of the other guys, the younger guy, said, "Yeah, I went to welding class for a while, but I had to quit because I kept getting all these metal shavings in my nose." And the other guy said, "Where were you taking welding class where they didn't give you a respirator?" He said, "My high school didn't have respirators." So, yeah, you got to be careful where you take these classes and the instructions you're getting. You don't want to end up with metal shavings in your nose. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that seems pretty basic. The first day you go into class and you realize you got shavings in your nose, it would seem like the second day would be the first thing you would address. You know, I love welding. I love fire and sparks and hot metal. It's the bloody boogers that's getting me. Can we do something about that, Teach? What do you think? Oh, No-Nose Johnson's been teaching this class for 30 years. He don't know nothing about masks. Hey, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Bruce has got us. Bruce has got us in the decades department for sure. I think Bruce is the winner. I think we figured that out last time or a while back. Bruce has got it. When it comes to teeth, Bruce's are the longest. Yeah, there's a lot to be said about rough road mileage too. If you grew up a safe queen, you ain't the same as my Condor Chopper here. But I don't think Bruce has been a safe queen. Bruce got a lot of cool stories. Dang, Chad, you're getting a little dark here, sir. Gosh. Went from secret family to that. Oh, yeah. I'm getting to the broken tooth. I just wanted to keep all my natural teeth until I'm like in my 50s. And then I'm going to let them go. I'm going to give me some Wolverine chompers. Hey, Chad, number 3, welcome. You're doing good. You're good investigating, Chad. All right, let's see. What else? Did I show you my practice chopper that I got up there at Bass Trap? I don't remember. David was up at that knife show. They had a lot of cool knives up there. This guy had this chopper up there. Now, it's not competition cleared because of where the lanyard hole is, but got this to do a little just a little practicing with. I forget what kind of steel he said it was, but everything I'd get to have a little bit of practice with without banging up my main chopper is going to be helpful. So, got a couple good practice choppers, and of course I got my main. I was thinking about leaving that one out there, and then I just figured, no, I better not. It's going to end up really, really hurting. So I got a couple choppers. I got this one here. The most crazy possibility is the most likely. Science. Yeah, what is that called? Where you eliminate all other possibilities? Then the Sherlock Holmes thing. That's what I'm saying, Eddie, right? Just get some, I want some regular teeth, but I want some screw-in stainless steel, like, incisors there. So, Occam's razor. There we go. Keeping it knife related. Thank you. That's how we do it here. We mix science and blades. What's your dad a mailman? We're going to be on Dateline in 8 months. All right, let's see. Now, I got nothing coming in this week that I know of. Yeah, I have nothing coming in. That might change by tonight, depending on how depressed I get. But, what do y'all have coming in? Do you have anything cool coming in? I might have a loco coming in, depending on this one guy, if he's in the trading mood or not. So, let's see. 20 CV. That would be awesome. I want some 20 CV fangs for sure. The DNA results. They're trying to work out their relationship as far as how they're related, Benny. Chad and Marcus, the Lampy brothers. My grandpa was married for 26 years. It's all coming together. I was somewhere, man, it was a few years ago. It was about 5 or 6 years ago. And there was a guy that lives about 4 hours down in Corpus Christi, about 4 hours from me, with the same last name, just a kid. I say kid, but like 23, 24. And he saw my name on some forum. I think it was a video game forum or something. And he said, hey, how are we related? And so I actually, since I was doing like Ancestry.com back then and had all the family tree stuff together, if we went back to my great-grandfather, one of his children, it was one of his offspring, and that was his lineage, and then the other one was my lineage. So, well, that was a crazy dude. That's a good story there. I'll tell you that later, but he had a weird life. Nothing coming out broke after Lost Pines. Oh, yeah, Lost Pines. Man, there was some nice stuff out there. There was a lot. I spent a bunch of money out there, too. I went out there just to do some shopping, and I did some shopping. See, I can't say that. That might be borderline racist against Hispanics. So, even though I have that. I'm not going to do it. Don't ever say that. All right. Never mind. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. All you veterans out there. All the veterans. Thank you for your service, really. That's not a joke at all. And appreciate your service. So, that will be awesome. Need to do something. I'm thinking I'm going to do something on Facebook about that. So that's great. Yeah, Sean, thank you for your continued service. And for anybody still in, thank you for what you're doing now. And thank you. Thanks for everyone letting me service. You're dork. Chad. Yes, and happy birthday to the Marines. That's awesome. That's pretty cool too. So everybody, thank you for serving and thank you for putting yourself out there. Veterans Day is way too under-celebrated. Well, that's kind of the cool thing about veterans is the under-celebration of them. They don't do it to be celebrated. So it's kind of good in one way and kind of representative of that whole section of society in a different way. Caden, good night. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. All right. Well, if nobody's got nothing new coming in, no news. We've done the old news. We've done the upcoming news. I will be going to a custom knife show here in Texas next week. Just to see what they got. Got no dinero to spend, but maybe I'll be able to take some pictures and show y'all some video of what's out there. But I want y'all to have a good week. I'll probably see you on Wednesday. It might be late, might be normal, depends on how that goes with the practice. But I'll let you know ahead of time. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all all the time showing up and listening to me yammer on, and I appreciate y'all always chatting and keeping everything going. So that means a lot. Y'all have a really, really good week, and if y'all need anything, jimislashyoutube at yahoo.com, or hit me up on Facebook. And Chad, we'll see you at the reunion, Marcus. And y'all have a good evening. I'll talk to you later.